Hello everyone. Okay, so I hope everyone's doing well. I caught a cold a few days ago, so I'm not doing like great, but um it could be worse. Um I'm feeling so like not really great, but also not as bad as I felt before when I've had colds. Anyhow, I'm here to talk about this little friend that I have here, um, which is my passport TN, and I'm just here to talk about this new cover. And when I started recording, or before I started recording this video, I thought, should I record this video in Spanish or in English? Because the the person that made this cover is from my country. She speaks Spanish, and all of our followers, they speak Spanish as well, and I speak Spanish as well, but for some reason I just feel more comfortable with speaking in English, which I have no idea why that is, but yeah. So anyhow, I just want to talk about this. I think I will just do it in English because I just cannot, for some reason, doing it in Spanish. It just feels really awkward for me, which I know it sounds weird, but it is what it is. So I have my tea with milk here. I'll just sip a little before it gets too cold. And so this cover is like it's got the measurements of a Jack Sparrow Passport Plus. And I told the person that made this, her name is Ali, and her Instagram or her shop for leather covers and leather notebooks, it's called Arcaica. So she made this one, and I asked her to make it in this like Jack Sparrow Passport Plus measurements, and so that it could have 6 elastics. However, she made like a mistake in when making the holes, and I think she punched one more than she should have, and so I have 8 elastics in total. I don't have 6, I have 8. But it's great. Like, I don't have a problem with that. Actually, I think I am really liking it as of now because I can move my inserts freely. I have elastics. I'm using 4 elastics right now, and so I have 4 other options where I could move my inserts to if I wanted to, and that is also why I keep changing my setup. But not like I'm struggling with it, I'm just having fun. So the option for the elastic, she also had like black option, and she had black. I had first asked her for brown, but she got one and she said the quality wasn't good, so she offered green or black, and I thought green because black is just really common, and I have plenty of black elastics. If I wanted to change these to black, I could do that because I have black elastic. So that's why I asked her for green elastic, and I think it looks quite nice. It gives it a different look. So what I have in here, I currently have my pen by Sundar. I mean, it's a pen by Hobonichi, but Sundari Luna, she gifted it to me. She sent it all the way from Portugal, which is in Europe, to here, which is Latin America, and it took a month to get here. So I'll show that one later on. And then I have these charms. These ones are just this is from these two are like, what's the name for these round things? Well, these things, bets, is it beats, I don't even know, but these were from an earring, And this, where was this from? It was from a larger charm that I have. Do I have it? No, I don't. But I just took it from that larger charm, or it was a keyring, I think. And so that's what I have in there. Can you see it well enough? It's because the lighting is a little bit weird. So I didn't mention, but the design for this cover was like, I chose the design, and so I kind of made it. But then I told her to choose only brown toned leathers for the design, and so Ali was the one to choose the arrangement of these leathers, and she gave me like several options of brown toned leathers that she has in her shop, and I selected all of these, and then she arranged them in this way. I think it's just so beautiful. This is the most beautiful thing in the world, I think. It looks a lot harsher on camera, like the image looks quite sharpened on camera, if that makes sense, but in person it's not as sharp. It's got a lot of a softer look to it, but and also the image seems more saturated on camera. These browns are not as brown. They look like honey, like Moterm's honey, but in person it's not as bright. So the colors look a bit different, and this is what it looks like. Let me just take this pen from here. So this is the pen from, so I totally forgot to mention, this is this year's Hobonichi pen, which I couldn't get because I was a bit silly when ordering, and I ordered from the official store, but then I had some regrets and I ended up ordering a Wix and an A6, which I don't know if I will be using. So I ordered those on Amazon, and that's why I didn't get the pen, because I only order like accessories from the Hobonichi store. So, but anyhow, I have it here now, and it's just lovely. It's beautiful, writes beautifully, and I just love that the rubber matches these leathers. So I think that looks quite nice, and I'm really happy. I'm already using it. At first I was like, okay, I will start using it for 2026, but now I'm like, but then like a few days ago I was like, no, I want to use it now. So I started using it, and I just wanna, it's quite different from the pen from last year actually. But it to me still feels quite similar actually. It doesn't feel like it's too different. So yeah, that's that. And let me just tip a little bit. So what I have in here is I have let me just move this a little bit, and this as well. So I just have in here my usual stuff, which is my monthly, my dailies, weeklies, dailies, and then journaling, and then I have my lists insert, and then I have my brainstorming insert. So I just have 4 inserts at the moment, and I'm still really confused about what I will be doing in regards to my 2026 monthly, because I set up a notebook. I mean, I let me just show. I think I showed before, but I don't even know where I put it now. Where is it now? I don't even know. Okay, so here it is. So I set up this for like as a bujo, but then in the first pages I have collections. So it's kind of weird. I have some quotes here, and then it starts. Like I did, for instance, I have here's trackers for my daughter. Like it's just a simple like half year overview. Then here's the other half. Then this would be for my trackers. And then we have, well, I cannot show you the month but we have February here, so I set it up like that, and it feels nice, but then it also feels a bit chaotic, and like I might have a hard time finding things here, because what I did is right after the monthly I have an extra page where I drew like a monthly tracker page. So that's handy, yes. I like the idea, but then again, sometimes I need to find things very fast quickly in my monthlies. Sorry. And if I have these trackers in between, that might make it a little bit harder, but then again, I have tabs, which I was really wanting not to use next year, because I'm really bothered sometimes. Sometimes I'm bothered by how they stick on things, and that's why I added this clear dashboard here, so that the elastic doesn't get in the way of these. So that was a bit annoying. And I thought, okay, I will just not use tabs, because I just don't like the way they stick out of my planner. Now it's not as noticeable as before, because I moved this one to the back. I moved the insert to the back, and then I put this dashboard around it, so it's not as noticeable as before. But before they were like really sticking out, and I was really bothered by that. So I'm not sure if I want to use tabs next year. And if I don't use tabs, then it will be a problem to find things in my planner. And then, well, at the back, after I was done with like December, I start like a expenses tracker for the whole year, and I have, I think, enough pages for that, I hope. One never knows. So that's this insert, which I don't know if I'll be using as intended. But if you ask me right now what I will be using for next year, yes, it's this. But I'm not like super excited about using this. I actually contemplated purchasing sterling ink, like either the booklet, the passport monthly booklet, or the passport compact, which has the weeks in it. So that would be nice, actually, to have all the weeks already set up. But I don't know how that would. I know it would fit in here, but then I don't know if I would like the look of it, because it will be a notebook. It won't be a booklet, and the booklets feel a lot more like softer than notebooks. Notebooks are very hard for some, like the spine is just, of course, it's thicker, so they don't feel as soft. And I just like the feel of booklets better. But yeah, I'm still thinking about it, and I'm like not rushing, because it's already too late anyway. Like if I order sterling ink now, I will be getting my stuff by the end of January. So like whatever, I'm already late, and I will not rush. And this is just so funny, because in November I put a reminder on my planner where it was a sticky note that said, please order your planners like at most by the end, by last week of November. So I'm just laughing now because at that time I just took the sticky note out and I was like, it's okay, I'll just I won't order anything because I was doing this. I was setting this up and I was like, I'm not ordering anything. I have enough booklets, and that's true actually. I have enough booklets. I don't need to order booklets like for like just blank ones. I don't need to order any. I have plenty, but I still want a monthly that looks really nice, that's all set up, and yeah. Plus Sterling has those the first, like, there's like a yearly tracker and then there's quarterlies, and those are kind of perfect for the things that I need to track. So that's the thing that's pulling me in there. So I don't know what I'll do. Anyhow, oh my gosh, it's been so too much talking and I haven't shown you my planners. So I just have so the pockets are like this, just like this, very very simple, because I really like these pockets like these. It's easy to to show off stuff in, and then to take it out is just easy, so I like it that way. And then I have just a little magnet, like a bookmark. It's a bookmark. And then I have just stickers here, like the same stickers that I'm always showing, but I've been using them lately actually. Instead of hoarding them, I've been using them, so I've been good. Then I have this fabric insert which I made. Then I have and this one's got pockets like these, and then at the back it's like these. So I'm really really happy with this fabric insert. It's also very soft. I love the fabric, the feel of this fabric. And then I have my brainstorming insert for my book project, which I would love to be working on now, but I'm just I just had like a headache that it's passing now, and then I'm so congested that it's just hard to focus on anything. And then I have here I have an elastic spare one, and then at the front, I think you notice as well, I have another one. So there's two elastics in here. And then this is my journaling, weeklies, dailies, or actually weeklies and journaling now, because I have stopped doing dailies, like daily task lists, because I realized that I do like the same things every day, and I don't want to be writing them down every day. Instead, what I've done is I have a tracker. I have my week. I cannot show it, I think, because it's full of personal information by now. Yeah, but I'll try to explain. So I have my week here. So I have Monday through Friday, then Saturday, Sunday, then I have a little tracker here. Then here I have notes for the week, like with stuff that I want to get done, but I don't know when I'll be able to get it done. So I'll just write it down on the day when I know I can get it done. And then on this page here, what I did is a huge tracker, a very long one, with all the daily tasks that I was repeating. On my to-do list of every day. And then at the bottom here, I'm doing the goals for the week, which is goals related to stuff that I actually enjoy doing. So I'm really liking that. However, this week's goals, I feel quite sad about, because since I got sick on Monday evening. Since I got sick, I haven't been able to do anything that I enjoy doing, or even the things that I have to do, I haven't been able to do them because I'm sick. So looking at my list feels a little bit sad at the moment, but hopefully I can get better in a few days. So that's what I'm doing, and that is why I'm not doing like dailies anymore. I'm just doing like here the tracker for my daily tasks, and then here are my goals, and then here I start journaling for like Monday, and just journaling. It's just journaling, so it feels really nice actually, because sometimes when I was doing dailies, I was doing like my date here, the weather, and then I started with my list, and then I journaled, and then I had to turn the page. And sometimes I would forget if I did like most of the tasks and then I have only one left, then I would forget about it because I had already turned the page to journal here. So I would forget to transfer it here or make a new list. So it feels a lot better to have this tracker here, and I have like more than half of the page with these trackers, and then I leave a little left, like some more lines at the bottom in case I want to add some more tasks that I want to get done during the week. For instance, whenever I'm sick, I aim to drink 3 liters of water a day. So that's one thing that I added here, like drink 3 liters of water a day instead of the usual 2, like minimum 2 that I do. So that's one thing that I added. And then I added a new tracker for some vitamins that I'm trying to stop taking because I don't need them anymore. So I will be taking them every other day, and that's also another thing that I added to the tracker this week. So that's the back of that. And then we have these, and then another elastic here. So that's 3 elastics already that are without any inserts. And then I have this clear dashboard that I made out of a Happy Scrappy. I think she called them sleeves. Is it sleeves? Wix sleeves, I think, or yeah, I don't know. But she used to sell these ones. I think she's closing now, her website, or it's already closed. I'm not sure, but yeah. So she gave me these ones as a freebie, I think. And I just cut them to passport size, like height wise, because the width is good for passport. It's a little bit wider, but the height, I just cut it here. So that's how I made this little dashboard, which is holding my monthly insert. And I think I should really stick to having this dashboard in my monthly, because since I am using this insert the most out of all my inserts here, it's getting quite beat up. So look at this in the corner here, and even these pages on the inside, it's all like, yeah, it's just messy. So I need to protect it, and I thought this was good to protect the bookmarks, and that I need to have it as well, because I want to protect this. Anyway, this is already done for this year. I mean, I want to be doing January here. I thought of doing it, that is why I added the January bookmark here, but I don't think I'm doing January here. I'm transferring, I mean, I'm moving into this one until I can decide what to do with my 2026 monthly. So here I just have mood trackers, monthly trackers, and expenses trackers, which is all the same. I think I've shown this before, but I have never shown anything in detail because I don't want to show my personal information. And then I have, let's see, and then I have this is my lists insert, and I don't really need this craft folder, but I wanted to keep some of my stickers here, so that's why I added this. And yeah, this is just my list insert, like nothing new or anything. It's just lists. And I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 pages left of these, so I'm not sure what should I do about this either. And when I'm sick, it's just even harder for me to make decisions than it usually is. It usually is difficult because I'm always considering like all the options. So right now it's even harder to make a decision, but I need to make a decision about my list insert. What I wanted to do initially, and what I would still be doing if I ran out of pages like today or tomorrow, I wanted to move my most important lists to the back of this brainstorming insert. So that's what I might do. And then my other option is just to have another insert for my lists, but no, I don't think I will be doing. I don't think I will be doing that. I think I'll just transfer my most important lists to here, which is something that I need to do soon because this is already. It's almost. I'm almost out of pages here, so I need to write those lists in here soon. And then, last but not least, is just this is the little note that Sundari Luna wrote for me when she sent me the pen. She sent a few freebies as well, and this one came as well with the freebies. This is a little cute paper for scrapbooking or something, and then I just have this piece of deco at $2. Then I have some coupons here, and that is it. That is my passport. And oh my gosh, it's so dark here. I hope you can see. So what I've been doing with my pen is I just been because I even started doing this. I started doing it even before moving into this. I just have it there because, and sometimes if I'm like feeling more fancy or fancier, I just put it here like this, and it's good to go. It's good to go like that. It's just perfect. I don't need a pen loop. Like, I'm just so happy that I can say I don't need a pen loop. Because for me, thinking of pen loops all the time, it was a struggle. If I want to be like even fancier, I do have a pencil board that I made that has a pen loop, like a Leuchtturm pen loop attached to it, but I cannot find it. That is why I'm doing this, and actually I'm liking this better than a pen loop. I just really like it. Because sometimes the pen hanging over here, it just doesn't feel, it feels like a bit in the way for some reason. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, even if I sound a little bit sick. But yeah, now I'll just what will I do now? I think I'll write a little bit. I'll be off to write. Oh, or I will try to write because feeling so congested as I am, it's a little bit hard to focus, but I want to try. And I will either write from my book or I will journal. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll be seeing you. Bye.